Hi, I'm Jim Mayo, and this is Randy Kinnison. We're with Legacy Business Transitions. Today we're going to talk about business valuations and owner expectations. Over the years, we've gotten quite a few questions from owners that kind of follow a common theme. We'll start with a few today. Randy, how common is it for a valuation to be much different than an owner's expectations?
Jim, I would say that sometimes owners are surprised by their business valuation. While some savvy business owners might have a pretty good idea of what their business is worth from research on their own, um, some are definitely surprised at the valuation and, sometimes lower and sometimes higher, So if you want to maybe describe some of the surprises why they might come in a little lower than expected.
Sure. Some of the things that drive a valuation down are inflated ad backs and owner perks, owner dependency. If the business doesn't function well without the owner there, that's not ideal. Inconsistent revenues up or down, or high dependency upon a single customer or customers. If the business is in a smaller niche market, they have a lot of competition, or the barriers to business are really low. These are all things that can drive a valuation low. What do you think would drive a valuation up?
Well, I say the key drivers to increase the valuation number would be the quality of earnings, not just the revenue, but the overall quality of earnings.
When you say quality of earnings, what do you mean?
Recurring revenue. A lot of buyers are looking for a recurring revenue in a business, as well as a diversified mix of revenues. As you mentioned, customer concentration is not good. So when you have a broad base of customers in your overall revenues base, that's great. A quality management team is great. Just like you said, owner dependency can affect it negatively. A quality management team, good processes are all great, are things that will help drive the business valuation higher.
Yeah, yeah. Competitive advantages, intellectual property, those things also factor in highly. And if an owner can step away without the business falling apart, it's a really big deal.
Well, and of course, the market and the industry are also key things.
For sure, it is.
We're currently, service businesses are a highly sought after
Oh yeah.
industry where previously they might not be, but it's that recurring revenue aspect
Yeah.
that I think a lot of investor type like.
May not be a sexy business, but it makes money, and it makes it over and over and over again.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Is there an advantage to having a valuation done sooner? And I would say yes. If you got a valuation done sooner and it came in lower than you were expecting, there's time to make changes to the business, such as process improvement, customer diversification, things like that you could get in place over in a relatively short period of time to get the business better positioned for a higher value to meet the owner's expectations.
Right. And even just a snapshot or a preliminary valuation to have some sort of idea of where you stand now. If we have time, the longer runway we have, the more opportunities we have to improve that business and get the valuation up before we do take it to market. So starting early is absolutely a great advantage to a business owner.
Yeah, and in fact, we recently had a situation where a business owner had a value in mind, engaged us to have a valuation done. His horizon was, about a year out, not immediate, but he wanted to get a good idea for what it was going to be worth. He thought it would be, $2 million based off his math and multiple EBITDA. We had the valuation done. It came back at 2.7. He was thrilled. So he's ready to roll on his timeline without a whole lot of changes needed.
Right. Hopefully we've answered some questions for some people out there. However, if you have any questions about a business transition, we're all ears and would love to have a conversation with you at Legacy Business Transitions. If you need help with a business valuation or a preliminary assessment, we're happy to do a complimentary consultation with you at Legacy Business Transitions.